choice is what I choose to do. It's causing no harm, it shouldn't bother you. Your choice is who you choose to be. Put your dreams away for now. I won't see you for some time. I am lost in my mind. I get lost in my mind. Mama once told me you're already home when you feel loved. I am lost in my mind. I get lost in my mind. Oh, my brother, your wisdom is all I need. Oh, my brother, don't you worry about me. Don't you worry, don't you worry, don't you worry about me. How's that brick lane coming? How's your engine running? Is that bridge getting built? Are your hands getting filled? Won't you tell me, my brother? 'Cause there are stars up above. We can start moving exploring the inside of a mason jar, falls into the body of water, and squirming in that transparent trap cot repeats the words, "Great world of insects, do not weep for my long drawn-out fate, whence I can see everything, and yet it is all distant and unapproachable, and I would puncture this gateway to the top and fly, but I can do no more than this final dance here, buzzing to the finish." Whereupon, hearing these words, I laughed on my bedside, rolled a joint, and reflected.
I used to have a lot of answers when I was 20. I used to be a pastor, and then I got fired. And guess what? I got more questions now than I got answers.
Yeah.
But I want to read you something about Jesus. And whatever you think about him, it doesn't matter. But I want to read something about him. Jesus went through all the towns and villages and vanilla jails, and here he is. He's standing right in front of you. Teaching in the synagogues and preaching the good news of the kingdom and healing every disease and sickness. Now imagine that. Every disease and sickness he touched.
Like cannabis?
Yeah. And when he saw the crowds and he saw the multitudes, he saw them. He saw the homeless. He saw the sick. He saw the destitute. He saw the prostitutes. He saw everybody. He saw you. He saw me. He saw. He saw them. You know, it's really easy for me to walk down the street and just go, "Ew, look at those people. What's wrong with them?" That's because I'm a hypocrite. That's because I have a lot of stuff in me that doesn't want to get involved because life's dirty. That's me. But Jesus saw him. I don't care what you think about Jesus, he really saw them. He saw him. He really saw people. for what they were really going through. He saw your situation. And every one of you have a different situation, whatever you're going through. He knows what's going on, whether you believe it or not. He saw it. He sees it.
Cause there's so many irrelevant dimensions. No time to take a detour when you're 4th and inches. Blood, snot, and tears all on the floor repenting. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, there's no way to defend this. Grandma prevents better than an ounce to fix it. Sometimes we need an interdimension intervention. And it don't take a lighthouse to see the signs. And it cries out for help is a plea. Cause time and space be steady stressing. Sometimes I feel like I can't never really get arrested. And it's a shame that we living in a world where it's easier to get arrested for plant matter and your consciousness ascension to make change. The war on drugs is senseless. I am brute, you are the board. I live by the van, you live by the sword. Still shall never prosper, no weapon that's formed, no hex and no charm, no creature that's born. From then now until infinity, which means my biggest challenge yet remains the enemy. While I'm all up in the face, oh my stars a centipede. Girl, I love the way you taste, won't you let me get a drink to fix her, he licks her. Our negatives make perfect pictures. Our moments so Kodak, you know that those cause tears in subsequent years. How we get here, look in the mirror. Now I remember, what was that day, 21st of December? The day that I entered, the day the age ended. Day I became my ancestors descendant. Connecting these lessons from epigenetics. Set to the settings, eccentric, eclectic. It's a thin line between brave and reckless. Never thought I'd see Dennis the Menace elected. It's many more questions than answers to address them when dealing with international and domestic. Don't want to lose sight of what good, better, and best is. So tell me, did you get the message? Cause I could listen or develop and just sell a mind. Pay me with the currency that's your attention currently. I'm certain that my purpose is on purpose. Regardless of your cooperation, there's no stopping this operation. I'm the power of attorney, plus the judge and the jailer ain't a bailiff. Interjecting interceptions, innovative. I would stay straight original, but then I may be telling lies. Just know the revolution's resolution won't be televised. I meditate on my mantra, Leviosa until I levitate. Several different options at the Phantom of the Opera, how it pop. Make you think it was a chiropractic doctor. Especially how it travels the 7 levels of your chakras. If it make it through your crown, it'll open up your oculus. Optimus Prime objective, make this obvious to novices. I'm better. And I'll last forever like that one guy. These days, real ones are the hardest ones to come by. If you can't accept that, then change it. Just expect different results and still do the same shit, which in turn will all be time wasted, never to be replaced. Missing, gone permanently out of there. 1,000 years from now, who won't care if you wore Rockaway, Sean John, Gucci, Prada? Let me count the millions. Not one. On the road to nowhere faster, you riding shotgun. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, latest. Do it right and do it right now. Don't procrastinate like trial, but I delay immediately. Not when it's convenient, for tomorrow's not promised and the present's a gift. So won't you take the time, appreciate you exist? Cause you didn't have to. And I could care less how mad you are cause you wasn't aborted. It just means you're here for a reason and you can't avoid it.
Signify the lustful players, mounds of luscious hand-clasped bones. Draw me to your stranger zones as we languish between shaking sleep and rumbling awake. The sky curls like layers on a lake, or clothes on a newly bloomed rose. Your sigh is the reason, I suppose.
Clap your hands. The children fall people. Power to the people. Power to the people. Power to the people. Power to the people. Wow. No more sound in isolation. We all think that cameras on. Not on rearrange. Consciousness helps me go.
Please don't speak. Thank you. So this is my latest Twitter post. Thank you, Mayor Gimnaz, for allowing the rule of law. Sanctuary cities make our country less safe. Thank you. Return to your labor.
And so he said.